Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live after 5 a.m. It's 7:46 in the morning, and we are starting Zvaders again. We ready to go? Yesterday, what did we accomplish? Um, I think we got our Zvaders to bounce around the screen. We kept them on the screen. Is that correct? So what should happen next? Okay, so we animated the clock. We started the game. We have start reset game. You can't. What's going on? All right, welcome back. So after some minor complications there, we're going to move on. We want to try to get our French fry to move back and forth by doing what? How are we moving the eye back and forth? Tilting. All right, so tilting involves the accelerometer. Here we go. All right, so let's go into the accelerometer. And there's when the acceleration's changed. Okay, so then we want to, here's X acceleration, here's Y acceleration. Um, Left and right. So I'm going to go and take my fry guy, and I guess we could do a move to. All right, how's this guy going to move? Is the Y going to move? So the answer is no. Let me figure out where this guy's Y should be. So this is my fry. The fry is at 170. I'm going to move him down to 190. I'll move him down to 210. Move him down to 220. Move him down to 230. 230 is off the page. So I'm going to move him to 220. And there you go. So I'm going to keep him at 220. So go get a math box. And this is going to be 220. And now we need to come up with an algorithm to make this guy move left and right. So do we want to add acceleration? Do we want to here's would be a great this would be a great point in time to start taking like a screen one title and duplicating this. And let's figure out how many people in here know how the X and Y acceleration work. Does anybody in here know how it works? So if you really don't understand it, a good thing to do up here is to put in x acceleration in there, okay, colon, and then get rid of this x box, okay, go into your join, get rid of some of these strings, and figure out what does this do. So I'm going to get this x acceleration here, and I'm going to go look at it. I'm going to play it and see how it operates. Okay, so let's go ahead and reset the companion. Scan it in. And let's do some experimenting here to figure out how this X and Y operates. Do you guys see what I just did there? If you're not 100% sure on how an X and Y accelerometer works, put it in the sensor, put it in the screen title. I don't think that's right because it's advisory. Okay. So it goes negative goes to the right, positive goes to the left. Do you guys see that? Yeah. Yeah. So there's the code blocks. So I think we're going to do some math here. And I'm going to do I'm going to go ahead and get my fry guy. I'm going to get my fry guy X, and I'm going to add the acceleration to it. Okay? And I'm going to see if this equation works. Because it was going positive and negative. Okay, and yet, there you go. I have tilting. It just goes, I think it's opposite. If I tilt left, it goes right. If I tilt right, it goes left. So how could I change that? Yeah, you could subtract. Okay? You just simply just do a subtraction here. Very good, Dakota. Okay. And now, if you connect this, yeah, there you go. Look. That's perfect. And it goes faster and slower, too, depending on how much you tilt it. All right. Mine works perfectly. Okay. So did we figure that out today? Yeah, we did. Okay. There you go. There's your acceleration. And What? No, I'm not. I want my guy to stay at the bottom, don't we? What point? Say that again. We're going to shoot up at the targets. So, have you ever played the game of Galaga before? Space Invaders before? Those guys never moved up and down. Are you with me? By the way, Braden, thinking back to your Jets game, this would be great for your Jets game. Okay. And it'd be cool too, Braden, if you could tilt forward and backwards. And then if you like get to the edge over there without hitting a plane, you get points, or game over. You won. That'd be tough. I mean, there's so many Jets in yours. All right, what's next? I have my player moving back and forth. Do we need to fire the French fry? Okay. So should the French fry be visible? Not until we shoot it. So let's go to start game. And I need to go to IMG Sprite visible. Go to my start game. This guy needs to be false. When does he become visible? And when do we shoot him? Or her? Yeah, when we touch up. This guy, I'm going to put a comment on this, so add a comment. Do you guys know how to add a comment? Okay. I want to fire the laser. Okay, fire the laser when we touch up. All right, so this guy's going to go to false. Yeah, sorry. This guy goes to true. And now I can set a bunch of the properties of my laser. I can set its speed. I believe there's a heading to. Couldn't we do a heading to just like we did? So let's go to SPR laser. Point towards target. Okay, so I'm going to get this X. No. The target, I think, is going to be the crosshair. Are you with me? So we want to point towards the target, the crosshair, and set its speed to, I don't know, pretty fast. So what is pretty fast? Does anyone know what fast is? I'm guessing like 50 pixels per tick. Okay. Then you go down here and you set its interval. And if it's 50, what did we say 50 was? 50 milliseconds is 20 frames per second. So, yeah, let's try it. Okay. When should, now we got to start thinking about when should the laser disappear? Yeah, we got to do that, right? When it collides with either a Zamberger, um, it can collide with a Zamberger. Hard reset. I don't know what that means. What time we get out of here today? We're on a different schedule. 8:29. Is that right? Just when I get the schedule down, they throw a curveball on me and they start changing it up for advisory. All right. So let's go back. Okay, no French fry. My French fry goes up, gets stuck, and then if I touch again, it comes back down towards my target. It's going all over the place. That's pretty cool. I don't think it's working the way that we want, right? So we had to do an if statement here. Are you guys with me on this? If, okay, so if the image if the laser Y. Is there an edge reached? I could do an edge reach there, but I'm not. I could do an edge reached, but I'm not. Here's a collide with. I'll do that. So if its Y value, no. So I'm going to do some math here. If the Y value is greater than, is less than or equal to 0. Are you guys with me on that? So if the image laser Y, why do I not care about X? If the Y is less than or equal to 0, does everybody know that 0 is the top of the page? So if I reach 0, what should happen? Okay, so good. Yeah, become invisible. So your visibility should be off. We missed that. We missed, right? Um, did we keep track of their misses? We did. Do we have a miss variable? We do. Oh yeah, we have a hit and miss. So that means we need a miss variable. So let's go. Let's just create two variables in here. One called hits, and it's going to be set equal to math 0. One is going to be called miss, and it's going to be set to 0. And in the start game, by the way, you should be showing those. So let's go to LBL hits and miss right here and set its text. Okay, by the way, we should be resetting these back to 0 when you start the game. Hits is going to be set to 0. And then in here we have to go to text, join. and a text. We'll say hits, colon. And then here you're going to get the hits. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing for misses. Duplicate this. This is going to be miss. Duplicate this. This is going to be LBL miss. And this is going to be miss, colon. And this is global miss. All right, we're done there. So if I get to 0, that means my miss, we're going to go ahead and set the miss equal to miss plus 1. Who's getting this? Miss plus 1. And then go ahead and display it. So I'm going to grab this block here, drag it down. Okay. What happens to the laser? Where does the laser go? It's got to go back to, yeah, it's got to go back to where you're shooting it from. So I want to go ahead and set my laser. I'm going to set its X and Y. I want to go back to the X and Y of where my fry guy is. So I want to go back to the fry guy and say, hey, okay, set its X, set its Y back to the fry guy. Okay. So let's see if this works. One step at a time, right? How do we build programs? One step at a time. My first year people, this is pretty advanced. So I guess you guys need to take some pride and some gratitude in that we're not doing easy material this year. It's a little bit deeper than we went last year. So just sit back and enjoy it. So let's load this. What happened to my French fry? Yeah, that's what it's looking at. So we got to figure out, if it's not 0, then what is it? It's less than something. What happened to my French fry? Why is my French fry pouring upside down now? Okay, my fry guy, it's not going back to my fry guy. Are you guys with me on that? Mine's always coming out of the left corner. Anybody else is coming out of the left corner? And my fry guy is no longer facing my direction that I want him to face. So I wonder if this move to is doing something with the facing of my fry guys. So I'm going to change this up. Okay. And I'm going to go in here to fry guy and set its X and set its Y to be these two. I don't know what this move to functions. I'm going to see if this move to function. Oh, okay. We fixed this in period 2. I don't think we fixed this in period 1. When you do the heading, fry guy point and direction. This had to be, I had to add or subtract something here. Yeah, like 90 degrees. So because the original direction should be, remember we talked about that, the original direction is always 0, facing east, and ours is already facing 90. So you're already 90 off. So I'm going to subtract off this 90. And I'm going to see if that fixes that. Okay, let's see if that fixes my heading. Do a hard reset. Still not facing the right direction. Okay, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this. I'm going to disable this block. And I would think it would be better from just a face forward up than it would be try to mess with this facing. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we did in second period. So if I did that second period and it worked. So if I go to Zvaders, open this guy up in open this guy up with GIMP. What I was able, we have 4 minutes left. What I was able to do is shift him to the right. Does everybody know how to transform the image in GIMP? No? Who said no? I'll show you. Am I projecting yet? So all you do is right click on it, go to image, transform, and rotate 90 degrees to the right. Now this thing's starting out east. Okay? So I'm just going to export it as firefries.png, replace, export. You got to go east with it. So then I'm going to go back to my designer. I'm going to go to my French fries. And then I have to upload and choose file. Documents 17. Zvaders. Fryer fries is facing to the right. And there's my French fries. And now I can go back to my blocks. There still should be a mathematical way to fix that. Are you with me? Should be a mathematical way to fix that. Maybe we need to add 90 degrees, but there's got to be a way to fix that. Dismiss that. Go back in here, enable this block. Okay, this is just a regular X now. And Y. Connect, reset, connect, AI companion. Tom, are you getting this stuff? I need some of your guys' French fries over there that look really good. Mine are terrible. So I just need to figure out why my French fry is shooting from the left-hand corner. Are you guys with me on that? Why is my French fry not going back to the X and Y of the fry guy? What's that? Oh, yeah, yeah. So maybe we ought to just take this to like 20 or something. Once you get past 20, once you get less than 20 pixels, I want you to disappear. Or what we might have to do is hit an edge, right? Can we do that? So we could say, there's another way of solving this problem here. If image sprite laser reaches an edge, right? What edges could it hit? If the edge, if edge is equal to, yeah, okay. See ya. So tomorrow we'll figure out this edge. There's another way of doing that. If it hits an edge, tonight you got to think about which edges you could hit, and then you need to reset. Not all of them. The top one, the northeast, north, and northwest. What? Yeah, you get the sidewalls too. You're right. So yeah, we could hit 3, 2, 1, -4, -3. Mm-hmm.